Certainly an adventurous formation. You can expect to see the likes of Nevin and Beagrie getting forward to join Sharp as often as possible. No fewer than 5 former Everton players in this lineup, and City relieved that strikers Heath and Quinn are able to renew their partnership again following injury. Peter Reid, back on his old stamping ground, 34 now, took charge of Manchester City 10 games ago, and has won half of them. One of Howard Kendall's first signings when he went as Manchester City's manager in December 1989. This is Beagrie. Cut out by Hendry, back in from Beagrie. Sheedy with a spectacular goal! What a beauty! A magnificent goal by Kevin Sheedy! That's as good as you'll see all season, I would think. An acrobatic effort.
Well, there won't be many better goals this weekend than that one. That was a classic goal. As we know, he's got this sweet left foot of his, but what a lovely volley. And really the goalkeeper, well as he's playing today, couldn't get anywhere near that one.
Rock me, baby, rock me, baby, rock me, baby, rock me. Rock me, baby, rock me better into the beat. You make me wanna throw my hands in the air, air, air. Rock me, baby, rock me, take me over. Come on, let's go, everybody, throw your hands in the air, air, air. Waiting for you. Will you do what I want you to? Beautiful fever taking me deeper. I lose myself in myself. I'll meet you there in another world. Hear the crowd, feel the drums. Here we go, come on, come on. Rock me, baby, rock me better into the beat. You make me wanna throw my hands in the air, air, air. Rock me, baby, rock me, take me over. Come on, let's go, everybody, throw your hands in the air, air, air. Stronger, stronger, deeper, deeper. Music, set me free. Beating faster, faster. Music, remedy. Snapshots, speed of sound in my head, spinning round, levitate off the ground, getting up, getting down. Let me see you jump now. Rock me, baby, rock me better into the beat. You make me wanna throw my hands in the air, air, air. Rock me, baby, rock me, take me over. Come on, let's go, everybody, throw your hands in the air, air, air. Stronger, stronger, deeper, deeper. Music, set me free. Beating faster, faster. Music, remedy. Rock me, baby, rock me, baby, rock me, rock me, baby, rock me, baby, rock me, rock me, rock me, rock me, baby, rock me better into the beat. You make me wanna throw my hands in the air, air, air. Rock me, baby, rock me, take me over. Come on, let's go, everybody, throw your hands in the air, air, air. Stronger, stronger, deeper, deeper. Music, set me free. Beating faster, faster. Music, remedy. Rock me, baby.
Sheedy takes and scores. No, said the referee. He didn't tell you to take it. So 2 in the net for Everton and neither counts. George Burley coming forward. The ball's been taken slightly further back and Gates is complaining about that. Well, that makes a change. Sheedy again goes for the other side. Brilliant!
It came about. I was in digs in Anfield, playing the last game of the season for Liverpool reserves against Preston. Got a phone call from Colin Wood, who was a newspaper writer for the Daily Mail, and he said, would I be interested in signing for Everton? And I said, of course, I'd be delighted to. He said, well, put the phone down and Howard Kendall will ring you up. So I put the phone down, thinking it was a prank from one of the lads, but sure enough, the boss, Howard, rang up and said he was going to come and watch me playing for Liverpool against Preston, and to do my best. So obviously I must have impressed him, and a week later I got a phone call to say come and sign for Everton. So the minute I met Howard, the boss, he didn't need to sell the club for me. I knew about the tradition of Everton. I'd watched a number of games midweek when I was still a Liverpool player, so I saw the likes of Sharpie make his debut, Kevin Ratcliffe getting the team, Adrian Heath making his debut, 750,000 from Stoke. So I saw the team the boss was putting together. So it was a great move for me, just moving across the city. A bit of pressure because obviously coming from Liverpool, the Everton supporters would, if I wasn't good enough for Liverpool, why would I be good enough for Everton? So I had to impress early on in my Everton career, which fortunately I did. I had a real good pre-season. I hit the ground running, and the supporters took to me, and it was the best 10 years of my football career.
You said your second game you scored. How easy did you find it to settle in and get going at Everton?
Really easy, because the lads are still great friends now. I mean, build a bond, and the camaraderie. I got changed next to Kevin Ratcliffe, who went on to be the Everton's most successful captain. Got a real good friendship with him and the rest of the players, because we were all young lads. We all hadn't achieved anything really in the game, so we were all dealing with it together for the first time. And I think the first game that I really knew that we had a great team was when we beat Man United 5-0 at Goodison. They were a good team, but on the day we totally outplayed them. I scored 2 goals, one with my head, which was a rare happening, but certainly after that game, you're looking at the team, Neville Southall, the best goalkeeper in the world at that time. We knew we had something going there, and then obviously we went on to win the league, and then the FA Cup and the Cup Winners' Cup. So it was just it took a little bit of time to get the team gelling together, but once it did, we hit the ground. We were capable of beating any team on the day.
But can you tell us a bit about the team spirit, the dressing room, how fun it was to be part of that squad, and the characters within that group?
Indeed, it was. We're at Belfield, based there, and it was a fantastic setting. Real family atmosphere. You loved going in. You're always early into training. You're always like last to leave. Because just the banter. You go in the dressing rooms. You got the characters like John Bailey, who was the funniest bloke ever. Real character. But we had lots of tough mental players, but we really gelled together. We socialised together as a team. We had a great camaraderie, and it showed on the pitch. So it was just really. I was very fortunate to be part of that team, and just the memories, both on and off the pitch. The pranks we used to get up to, it was just fantastic times. And I think when we went on the pitch, we were a unit together, and everybody looked after each other.
Everyone thinks of you, Kevin, as a set piece master, brilliant free kicks. Did you practice them regularly? Was that something you was always keen to do? Spend extra time on the training pitch, making sure that part of your game was extra strong?
It was, yes, because when you got 40,000 people shouting your name every time there's a free kick, there's a certain amount of pressure on you. But certainly I did put the practice in. So after training, I just go through my routine of free kicks, and that's why I was successful with it. And I say to the younger players that you've got to practice. You can't just go out there and it just happens. You've got to have I watched David Beckham practicing his free kicks when I was playing for Ireland. We were playing Spain, and we trained at Seville's training ground, and I saw Maradona coming out onto the training pitch, and he was just practicing his free kicks. He was fantastic at them. So you've got to be able to practice. So fortunately, it was something that I had in my repertoire, and left some really good memories for the Everton supporters.
You double free kick against Ipswich. What do you remember about that day?
It was just a free kick, and I used to try and get on the ball very quickly just to see if I could take a free kick. The wall wasn't set properly. Paul Cooper wasn't set, and I bent it into his top right hand corner. The referee disallowed it, and I always remember Peter Reid coming over saying, "What are we going to do now?" Well, everyone knows Peter wasn't a goal scoring expert. I just said, just get out the way, Peter, and I'll just put it in the other side. So Paul Cooper, he over exaggerated to the right because he knew I could put it there. He left a nice little space to his bottom left, so I managed to dink it over the wall, and it was just a great feeling and a great memory to look back on.
we're still asking you about it now. The fans still remind you about that day?
Oh, they do. They, because they asked me what's my best goal, and I asked them what do they think my best goal was, and the majority say the double free kick against Ipswich. So it's just fantastic to have left a memory for so many people.
Another thing I'm sure the fans all ask you about as well is your celebration in front of the Kop that day in 1987, was it? Is it?
It was, yes, yeah. It's probably one of my best strikes ever. It was about 25 yards out, and as soon as it left my boot, I knew it was in. It nestled right in the top corner, and for some reason, I went and give a two-finger salute to the Kop, which I got away with. It got called before the FA and managed to talk my way out of it. So it's again a special memory. It was nothing meant in it. It was just something that it wasn't planned or anything like that. And I still get the Liverpool supporters laughing about it as well. They take it in good spirit as well. So again, another great moment.
And if you did that nowadays, you'd probably get banned with all the retrospective video evidence.
Oh, you would indeed, yes. I mean, the footage wasn't great. They got me. You could see it clearly, and I managed to talk my way out of it. So I wasn't really down in the FA very much, because I didn't really get booked or anything like that. So I think they took that into consideration. But just great to look back on little memories like that. What
are your memories of playing in the tournaments with Ireland in the Euros in '88 and the World Cup in 1990?
Just fantastic memories. Just big games. It's just a different environment. You're playing against countries. In '88, we were 6 minutes away from getting through to the semi-finals. We beat England 1-0. Ray Houghton scored with a header. We drew against Russia, and we needed a point against Holland to qualify, and they scored 6 minutes from time. So they were the best team in it. I mean, Hull had scored in the final. Van Basten scored that brilliant volley that everyone remembers. But I think it just gave all the players with Ireland the confidence that we could compete against the best teams and the best players in the world, and certainly that helped us the following 2 years to qualify for the World Cup in Italy in 1990.